I am so excited to share this with you. I just wanted to do this kind of behind the scenes, but also to tell you thank you and I loved you. And so I'm super excited. I just hit 100 subscribers on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the like button below this video, subscribe to this channel, and tap that little bell icon so you're notified each and every time I publish a new video. But I wanted to tell you, I just got done sharing about my 5,000 subscribers over on my Reversity YouTube channel. So if you've never seen that and you're like, who's this chick? She's super excited about her 100 subscribers. Yes, I am. This is my secret behind the scenes Blog and Brandi YouTube channel, but I have a whole nother YouTube channel that I just hit 5,000 subscribers on. And I just read them this thank you letter, which I'll drop a link to that video below this video so you can check that out. But I figured while I was here, I wanted to tell you thank you, and I gave you a tour behind the scenes of this penthouse, and I figured you could see a little preview right here. I told you we were redoing things, but I did my little video up here, and so you can kind of see everything now is like white and gold and different than it was before, but things are still getting redone. I can't wait to share a new video about that. But we're here in Atlanta and I've got a lot going on. Probably by the time you watch this video, I will definitely be over 100 subscribers. But I have a van tour that's been coming up. Shout outs about Birdie's Doghouse, my dog rescue, and that I had a whole bunch of things going on behind the scenes. I just really appreciate all the people that follow me and subscribe to me and watch my story. If you haven't seen my story, you can watch that below this video. But I really just wanted to, I couldn't really pop another bottle because I already popped this one. Just hopefully this did not get shaken up while I was in the elevator and walking up here. I'm so scared of this. I'm so scared of this. Oh my gosh. But we could top this one off if you want. I really wanted to tell you thank you and give you a cheers and tell you that I loved you and how much it means to me that you subscribe to these videos, that you like my content, that you give me your ideas, that you comment below these videos, that you share these videos, that you tell your friends, that you buy my courses and my books and book calls with me and invest in me, in my products, my services, my coaching, which if you don't know about all of that, I'll drop links to my shop and my courses and coaching. Yes, you can book calls with me. I wanted to take a moment before I lost the opportunity because I kept saying I'm gonna make a thank you video on my other channel, Reversity, at 100 subscribers and then 1,000 and then 2,000, 3,000 before you know it was 5,000 subscribers before I was actually able to take any kind of cheers and say thank you. And that's not what I mean to do. I made a bunch of updates that you can check out in another video about what's been going on in my RV life and boss life and life. I'll put a link to it below this video, but I just didn't want to have a scripted thank you in this one. I really just wanted to say thank you and I loved you, and to mention that there's of course more to me than my RV and why I created this channel at the beginning of 2023 and why I'm rhyming right now is because for some reason that's the way that God made me to be and why I probably got named Blogging Brandi. But if you don't know why I'm named Blogging Brandi, it's because someone teased me and I said I was gonna blog and heal from my story and my tragedy. And so I've made part 1 and part 2 of my story. Like I said, if you haven't seen those, check those out below this video in the description. But someone teased me, and so I took those teasings of someone saying, oh, what are you gonna do now, be blogging Brandi? But blogging and writing and making these videos and putting my story out there and telling other people how to get into this life is truly what I feel what I was called to do. And so I always said it wasn't until I ended up stationary RV living, it wasn't until I ended up telling my story publicly about the things that I've done and regret and what led me to my RV life and entrepreneurship that I am where I am now. I want to encourage you to be bold and courageous and to take a step in the right direction, whether that's business or I always say marriage or RV life. There's something that you can be doing right now, whether it be mobilizing your life, downsizing your life, starting that little side hustle. There's something you can be doing. And I always tell people there's two things that did it for me that I can remember other than the BIBLE and the GOD. A book I read called The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And it really just kind of sparked something in me, and it told me, hey, you need to have this like mobile stream of income that gives you freedom of your time, mobility of your income, and essentially freedom of your life. And so whether that be you working a job and figuring out how to make that mobile, but having mobile money and automated money that you don't have to be there. And so some of that is passive income, some of that is active income, but essentially setting up income streams that you can live on. And this doesn't have to be forever. This can be for 6 months. This can be for a year. When I left my job, I knew I had 6 months to live, and then I had a fallback plan to cash out my 401k that I had at the time, and I had savings for 6 months. So that's why I always say, if you don't know my story, watch it below. I was scared to take a leap of faith. I never planned on quitting my job and making random videos. I was sitting on an island in my RV crying about someone, why aren't you making this blog? Why haven't you got this done? And then this person was like, wow, have you ever thought about making a YouTube channel? Because you're sounding like you need to be making one. And I had never met this person, and so it was really just a leap of faith that I'm even talking to you right now and making these videos. It takes taking a step in the right direction or even in the wrong direction to figure things out. I didn't get to where I'm at overnight by not taking steps, making moves, making mistakes, figuring out what works, what I like, what I don't, figuring out who I want to be. I just wanted to tell you thank you. I wanted to encourage you to do you, boo. I wanted to encourage you to be bold and take an action. Don't just sit there and Netflix and chill and keep watching these YouTube videos and not do something else. You have a step that you can take, whether it's reading a book or buying a course. Speaking of courses, the second thing that I did besides the book that I read, or I told you there's two things that did it for me. So the first thing was buying the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, and then it led me to taking this course. The second thing that did it for me was watching this course, this masterclass, this webinar online. It was the Startup Bros, and this course that I took about importing and exporting items online, and then it taught me about reselling items online. And so not all my businesses were winners. Some of them were failures. I have failures still sitting in boxes that have never been sold, okay? But what it taught me was how to sell. And so I learned how to go to like Goodwill and shop and flip those items online and make money. And then I started doing these auctions where they would do these pallets and I would have them delivered to my house, and then some of them I would actually go to the auctions and get them. So some were online and then some were like in person. Have you ever imagined someone being like, okay, pallet one, you know, 500, 1,000, and then people saying like, oh, me. That's what I did. I literally was in this ring and I would sit there all day, and then when the pallets would come up, I'd be like, okay, me. And I don't know if you can imagine me doing that, but I actually created a course. It's called Reselling. Retail arbitrage, or reselling online is what you refer to that as, is buying these products that you get at a low price and then selling them either online or reselling apps, clothing apps. There's all kinds of apps that you can sell them, like local apps, but I made a course about it myself that you can go check out. It's kind of like a mini version, but I've taken you behind the scenes with me to go to Goodwill and shown you how to list these items online on Amazon and eBay and these different apps. If you're interested in that, I know that that is something that's kind of special and unique, but one reason people follow me, I just wanted you to know that there is a course on that you can take. Below this video, I'll put a link to it. You can check that out. And many other courses that I make about websites and social media and YouTube videos and marketing, email marketing, and branding yourself. If you don't know, I wrote a book about branding yourself, a whole website about branding yourself, and a whole nother YouTube channel about branding yourself. I don't just talk about my RV life. I talk about business, and I talk about my dog rescue and foundation, Birdie's Dog House. If you didn't know, I'm a dog rescue mom, and lover. We have a cat too, but I love my dogs, and so I'm always trying to foster and adopt and rescue them. And so if that's interesting to you, I'll put links to that stuff below this video. And of course, you can head over to my website, blogandbrandi.com, and find out all of this fun stuff and more. Read all my blogs, watch my videos, check out how to say thank you, check out my courses, my books, and all of that. I just wanted to tell you thank you, tell you a little bit more about me, encourage you to not just watch me, but to also do you too. If we haven't officially met, I'm Blog and Brandi. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and tap that little bell icon so you're notified each and every time I publish a new video, kind of like this one on this channel. I am so glad that I took a minute to tell you thank you and that I loved you and give you a little behind the scenes. If you haven't seen the tour of this penthouse, you can check that out below this video. If you haven't seen the tour of the van and the trailer and the RV life, all of that you can check out below this video. I've talked about all of that, but until the next time, I just wanted to tell you how much I loved you and thank you. Cheers to the next 100, 200, 500, or 1,000 subscribers and views. Bye. I'll see you in the next one. Do you want to hear something kind of funny now? I've got to walk down the stairs with this wine, or it's not wine, or mimosa. It is on a Tuesday and at 9:13 a.m. So I have to take this back down the elevator to the condo, because I've mentioned this before, but we actually have 2 condos, and so I've got to take this back down the elevator, and I'm sure I'm gonna run into somebody. Hopefully not, but can you imagine if you saw me walking around right now with my bag and my mimosa, and you're probably like, what's that girl doing right now? It's like a Tuesday. They probably think I'm some kind of drunk person, but honestly, I never drink. Very, very seldom. As I've gotten older, I've learned I can't really drink. And I don't really care about drinking that much, but I'm gonna take my mimosa and go back down the elevator. I just thought that was kind of funny. Can you imagine if you saw me at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday? That's what I'm doing when I'm recording your videos for you. I found this bag. I'm gonna cover my wine glass up with this bag. Is that weird? I wonder if they'll know. They'll be like, oh no, I'm just walking by. But I thought that was kind of funny.